There go another player tip. You gotta kill yourself.
As a man in the year 2024, that pretty much just means you're cooked. Right now, us guys are just as, if not more insecure about ourselves than most women. It doesn't help that we've got a whole industry of snake oil salesmen going around pretending they have the answers to everything. And let's just say, some of the shit these guys preach is probably more harmful than beneficial in the long run. This is the ultimate proof that if you just say the dumbest shit possible while being completely serious, people will listen. Like for example, look at this thing called bone smashing. If you've never heard of this, it's pretty much just when a nigga literally smashes his own head in with a hammer. Now why, you may be asking? Would someone give themselves enough CTE to make Antonio Brown look mentally healthy? Well, apparently people do it in order to remodel their faces to look like models and stuff. Aside from this being some shit that would happen in regular show, the results of this technique are interesting. We have progressed to the point as a society where we literally beat our heads like cavemen in order to get bitches. Someday I think I'll just make a video on looks maxing in general. Another thing that always kind of felt goofy to me was the whole cold showers thing. Now, I know there are like a bunch of scientific benefits to this shit, like increasing testosterone. But if I'm being serious, that shit does nothing for me. By the way, some of you MFs need to realize that just because something raises testosterone levels does not mean you'll be looking like Giga Chad. Anywho, the main point of cold showers is to get you out of your comfort zone. But why not just actually do real stuff that gets you out of your comfort zone? Like new activities and meeting new people. For me personally, I literally notice no difference from this stuff. MFs will call therapy a scam, but think showering like a third world refugee is gonna solve their problems. Another thing that really grinds my gears is the promotion of a delusional work-life balance. Because of MFs like David Goggins and Tate, niggas nowadays believe that they have to be grinding and hustling 26 hours a day, 9 days a week. If you're not working out at 2 AM, you should be working on your online businesses and then meditating for at least half the day. Don't get me wrong, I do believe it's better to work hard on stuff you like than to just scroll on TikTok and Insta all day long. But there has to be a balance. If you don't take breaks to just live, love, laugh, and relax, you'll eventually get burned out. I'm not a communist or anything, but this 24/7 work culture putting money and productivity before everything else is literally just a tool for capitalism. By the way, stop comparing yourself to David Goggins. The man is a nigga deluxe or Kryptonian with superhuman willpower, and a lot of the stuff he's done, with just saying, really mess up your body. Villain arcs and monk mode is also something that low-key makes me cringe. I'm on my villain arc, bro. I'm gonna make them all pay for what they did to me. People who improve themselves for the sole purpose of being better than the people who did them dirty need to grow up. You're not Toji Fushiguro, my guy. You're just mentally ill. A lot of people who go on their quote-unquote villain arcs get surprised when they realize that nobody really cares all that much about their self-improvement journey. At most they'll be like, damn bro, you had a glow up, and then move on with their lives. At the end of the day, the person people think about the most is themselves. And the whole monk mode thing is kind of overkill. Since when did billionaires or other successful people get where they were because they deleted Instagram? This final piece of self-improvement advice is something that should get you jail time. I'm talking about, of course, drinking your own bodily fluids. When I say bodily fluids, I mean the yellow and white stuff that comes out of you. Yes, there are MFs out there who actually do this because of quote-unquote health benefits. Once again, I've got to say that if your ancestors knew that their descendants would literally be drinking their own piss, they would have ended the bloodline right then and there. In the end, self-improvement isn't a bad thing, but people just always have to take things way too far. I'm planning on making a longer video on self-improvement in general if I get the time. So to conclude,